it.
Thank you.
Sebastian and to all of Onecoin for inviting me to spend some time with you. Thank you. My name is Principe. I'm the publisher of Financial IT magazine. We've been covering cryptocurrencies and blockchain for over a year. We're one of the early leaders in this coverage. And today I'm here and I'm pleased to talk to you about the value chain revolution, and all of you are part of it. But before I get into this, I want to just tell you an interesting statistic. Last year, 2015, Interpol found that people robbing banks has gone down by 37%. It's good news. The bad news is there's been a 100% increase in banks robbing people. So let's get started. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I think about, and I've spent my whole career in the financial services market, is what kind of innovation can I think about, look into, learn about, do that can increase the natural wealth of people. Now, most of my breakfast partners don't have the same thought, but that's how I start the day out. And it means having to think a little bit different. It means your mechanics of your mind need to work a little bit differently. You need to have more of a global view. You have to think of the world, not just ourselves, not just our locality, but how do we interact with the world? You need to see the future. Where are we going? And by the way, that's me at a younger age on the Chinese Great Wall. Maybe? We need to take some risk. Make that leap of faith. But I'm not talking about risks that we don't understand. I'm not talking about risks that we can't manage. I'm not talking about risks that we are going to lose our house and our wealth and our families on. I'm talking about manageable risks that will help increase our futures. This is danger. That's a risk. So when we talk about innovation, Wikipedia says it means doing something new, but I actually like Dr. Sanjay's definition, which is innovation produces wealth. And to illustrate it, I've got this statue, the spirit of innovation. Can anybody in this room tell me where this statue is? Any guesses? I'll give you a little hint.
Vatican.
Where I live is in South Florida. Didn't help? Not Miami. Walt Disney World. Well, hey, Walt Disney was an innovator. Walt Disney World is an innovation place. Okay, so what's coming in the future? We need to think about that today. We need to make and take actions today. Not like my friend here on the screen. Everybody in this room, everybody in Onecoin are pioneers. Pioneers of a new financial future. Can you give all of yourselves one big applause? Because you're the people that are going to drive the future, just like these pioneers of old did. You're going to break through. You've already broken through. Look at the numbers we've heard so far today. It's pretty amazing. It's time now. It's time to take action. It's time to move ahead. It's time to start telling the banks and the governments what it is we want to do. Do we know what we want to do? We want to get out of the waters that's infested with the banks and the governments. And we want to jump out and find a new future. We want to shout to them and tell those banks and the government what it is that's important to us. Do we know what's important to us? That's right. Set my money free. And this is where the problem is today. So you could load up all your money and take it to the bank. I don't know, that might be Jewish truck, I don't know. Or you could try another solution. That might be Sebastian, right? It's a good solution. It's not comfortable though, is it? No. But at Onecoin we don't sleep, Sebastian. You said so. He never sleeps. Okay. Cryptocurrency, that's where it is. The movement of the cryptocurrency market has been amazing. It's transforming the world. It will continue to transform it in a way that surpasses what we've seen with the internet. And the internet took too long to get where it is today. Cryptocurrency is getting there in a fraction of the time. Hey, it's so hot right now, right? Cryptocurrency. We need to look at things a little bit differently now. Now we know what the goal is. Cryptocurrency is the way to set our money free. We are the barbarians at the gate. The establishment right now is scared. They're scared because things are changing. They're not controlling it. We're tired of them controlling it. So what are we talking about when we talk about the cryptocurrency value chain? Well, there's a lot that we can talk about. I've got 4 things here. There's many more. It's a conversation I would love to have with each and every one of you in this room because I've got a lot to say about it and a lot of opinions. And I'm very fortunate to speak to a lot of people in this industry. But the 4 main benefits are the unbanked. It's a tremendous problem. Sending your money where you want to send it. Preserving your money. Being able to actually hold on to the wealth that you earn with your hard day's work and the sweat that goes into it. And being able to buy and sell what you need, what you want, when you want it, through global trade. There's many more, but for me, these are the 4 keys. So, actually these slides were supposed to move when I'm ready, and they didn't. But we have, for the unbanked, there's the unbanked, there's the underserved. Okay, unbanked we know, those are the people that can't get bank accounts or that have no access to bank accounts. Underserved are people with bank accounts that don't get the services they need. The unbankable, right? These are people the banks don't even want to deal with. And then you have the people that are mildly banked, which are the people that, you know, the banks kind of give the account to, but they're not really interested. And it's such an important topic. There was a movie in 2009, Banking the Unbanked. And there's a formula, the unbanked curve. So people have put a lot of time and effort into coming up with a lot of the issue that goes on with the unbanked. And I'm very pleased to say in my conversations with Dr. Ruja that this is an issue that is so close to her heart that she's stepping up and taking action. And with all the bankers that I know, they're going in the opposite direction. Quickly. So where are the unbanked? Well, you can see they're everywhere, but in particular, they're in a lot of the regions that we heard earlier today from Sebastian, from Kerry, from Ed. They're the regions today where Onecoin has strength and will continue to have some strength. Coincidence, right? Okay, so remittances. This is really simple. It's about sending money to your loved ones. It's about being able to build a future because you have a son or daughter that's going to a different country for school. It's about growing your small business and being able to buy and sell in different places. It's helping your family improve. It's the poor paying the poor. And today, when you do that, when you try to send money, you get taxed. You pay more to send $100 by percentage than a big corporation sending $100 million. It's not fair.
No.
It's a tax on the poor. It's a tax on every one of us. Do I need to say who's taxing us? Okay, wealth preservation, okay? So yes, we want to preserve our money, but what are the things that are working against us? Well, to me, banks, governments, politicians are all working against us because what do? They devalue currencies. They put currency control. You can't get hard currency in a lot of places without going through big ordeals, long waiting times, and then even then they give you a small amount. Political manipulation. What do I mean by that? I mean, it's politicians that start wars, right? It's politicians that start arguments with other countries. It's politicians that split the world up instead of bringing us together. Unequal tax regimes. You know, how come if you live in one country, so much more of your wealth goes, and you live in another country and you pay a lot lower rate? And more importantly, as we saw, if you follow the news, the Panama Papers, how is it when we're wealthy, we don't have to pay any taxes? Fair? Corruption. I'm not even going to go into that one. Inflation and deflation. Who does that to us? Governments and politicians. Negative interest rates. This is one that we've seen the last few years. So let me understand this. I'm going to put my money in your bank, and you're going to charge me to put my money in your bank, and then you're going to use my money to make money. That's fair, right? I go to a lot of banking conferences, and they all say, "Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's just how it works." So these are the things that we have to watch for, and these are the kind of guys we have to watch out for. Anybody vote for them? Well, you might have, you just didn't know it until you see these pictures, right? So just to give you one example, Onecoin's very strong in China, but what's happened in China? Well, in August of last year, we had a devaluation. That means everybody went to sleep at night with X number of dollars, X amount of value, and when they woke up the next morning, what did they find? All of a sudden, we have less than what we had the night before. Is that fair? Who does that? Governments, politicians, and banks. We had a similar incident just in May, where again there was a small devaluation. And this doesn't just happen in China, this happens in all countries, and by the way, it's worse in a lot of countries. So that's the thing that scares me. When is it going to happen next? Where is it going to happen next? Is it going to happen in your country? Is it going to be your currency? You want to keep your money in your bank? When you wake up in the morning, it's a sinking feeling. When all of a sudden you look on your bank statement and you find you're not worth as much as you worked for. That your bucket of sweat just got dumped out. So come to global trade. So this is the buying and selling of goods and services and ease of settlement for buying of goods and services. Being able to do that and cross borders and not have to worry about fraud. As we heard, that there's a big push on security and some very impressive offer of a competition from Onecoin, right? It's the inaccessibility of certain markets and restrictions on what you can buy or sell. And who does that? Well, it's governments. It's the banks. You want to make a cross-border payment? Oh, well, there's a payment fee, there's FX charges, there's, I don't know, the bank in the middle charges, right? You want to buy some things in certain countries and, oh no, we have an embargo on that country, and, well, I don't know, I personally don't have fight with, or I'm battling with anybody, any country or nationality. Oh, but if my government has, well then I can't do business, I can't buy what I want and get the items that I need. Sound fair to you? This is why global trade's important. And all I want to do is point out to the number in the middle, because in 10 years from now, the global economy is going to be worth $166 trillion. That's trillion with a capital T. There is a huge potential for a cryptocurrency to be a trade currency. A cryptocurrency that's done right, that's done with visibility, with compliance, that's done so it can cross borders, that's done so that it's easy for somebody to be able to buy and sell things. Today, in global trade, the US dollar is 80% of all the buying and selling that's done globally. That's way too high. But that provides an opportunity, and it provides an opportunity for everybody in this room, because when you own a cryptocurrency and you have merchants that accept that cryptocurrency, now you can buy and sell without bank charges, without FX fees, without being told that country's okay or that product's not okay. That's the potential of global trade, and that's the potential for cryptocurrency. So, quick quiz. Everybody ready for a quiz? Yeah? Let's see. Can anybody tell me what's the largest animal in the world? And the answer is not a bet, okay? But what's the largest animal in the world? Yes, it's the whale. And this is one of the things that we have to understand. I'm going to use nature to explain it to you. See, whales, as big as they are, live, thrive, and survive on one of the smallest animals in the world, which is plankton. Okay? So let me bring that analogy home, is that all of us in this room are plankton. The governments and the banks are the whales. What we don't realize is they need us to survive. Without us, they die. Now, they don't want that secret out. But what if we were to get together on our own and form a huge colony of plankton and support that with a financial system that doesn't depend on the whale? That's the goal. That's where the direction is. So there's going to be a convergence between the old money system and the new cryptocurrencies and digital systems. I'm betting on cryptocurrencies. I don't know about anybody else in this room, but that's my bet. Who in this room wants to be part of the in crowd? Who wants to be leaders? And of course, in your own businesses here in Onecoin, everybody should be a leader and everybody should strive to be a leader. But we're talking beyond that. We're talking about a global leader. We're talking about everybody here being examples for everybody else in the world. Everybody to be examples for those people that can't stand up for themselves. So let's be part of that in crowd. Let's bring other people into that in crowd. Let's spread that message across this globe. Do we want to be part of the Internet of Things? Do we want to be connected to everything that's going on? Do we want to be on the cutting edge of technology? Cryptocurrencies. That's what's going to power a lot of this. Cryptocurrencies, underlined by the technology of blockchain. But there's so little time. What are you doing with your time? What are you thinking about? What are you waiting for? This is an interesting scale. It's called the cost of inaction. Some of you might have felt this already. Some of you might have had a friend come to you and say, hey, you know, I should help you be part of Onecoin, as an example. I should help you be involved in cryptocurrency. And you might have said at that time, I don't understand it. I don't know if I have the money for that. I don't know if I have the time. But did you think of what's the cost of inaction? And then what happened? A month went by and all of a sudden you saw your friend with a brand new car, right? How many people have been able to buy brand new cars?
Stupid bitches.
Cost of inaction. And that cost of inaction only helps guys like this. That's who you're really helping when you hesitate on getting involved with the future economy of the world. This is where you all want to be. It's kind of a nirvana state, you know, we've got the financial thing is taken care of, we can buy and sell what we want, we can get all the nice things that we want, we can think now of things that really are important. Helping our families, helping our friends, helping our countries. So, when somebody asks you, or when you ask somebody to take a look at cryptocurrencies, to get involved in cryptocurrencies, to find that as the new medium of financial exchange and value, remember the turtle. He only sticks his neck out when he makes progress, right? Let's all be part of progress. So I'm going to leave you with a quote from one of my favorites. Maybe people have heard of the immortal Bruce Lee. And his famous quote is, "Be like water, my friend." So when you have some difficulty in your life, and everybody does from time to time, we hope for this group less than the other people, but when you have difficulty, you find your way around the problem so you can move on and move on quickly. And that's what cryptocurrencies will do for you. So I'm going to close with "Be like water, my friends," and give you just a quick little view and advertisement for Financial IT. I would be really pleased and encourage and invite all of you to go to our website, financialit.net, and sign up for our newsletter and look for some of our information that we're going to be coming out in the future. Okay, but that's not all. I'm going to finish with giving you just a little secret, is that we've got coming up very soon a new issue which will have some of the best writers in the financial industry contributing about blockchain, but more importantly about cryptocurrency. And we're going to run a special feature on your leaders here. We're going to find out what they think, what they see in the future, and spread that around the financial community in a way they've never seen before. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good night.